long time no see, guys. I am trying to get back into vlogging. We'll see how well this goes. So little update. The last video I posted, I think I talked about like how I was just burnt out on competing, and how I would still be doing a fit model at Battle at the River in Chattanooga, just to kind of see, you know, what happens and where I land and, you know, what that looks like. And I did. I got second place. I was told I was too hard, too lean, and I needed to soften up. I don't have a whole lot of video from it, and I've got a few pictures, so I will post that in here. Now, am I going to continue competing in Fit Model? I don't know. Maybe. Ryan is contemplating doing the Masters World in Pittsburgh in early September, and that's the week of North Americans. So I may do it because women go on the day before. So I may do it just to do it and see. You know, I don't know what Fit Model is like in I don't know what Fit Model is like in, you know, Masters. I didn't compete in Masters. I just did the Open. I was like, this is just what I'm doing. This is it. I'm not spending all this money doing all this shit. For something I don't even know if I really want to do. So, I did that. Got second. Honestly, I don't really care. I had zero expectations going into the show anyway, because, you know, I don't know. I don't think I fit anywhere right now. I don't think I'm bikini, and I don't think that I'm Fit Model. People say that I can be Fit Model if I just soften up. But to be honest, like, I'm happy with where I'm at. Like, I don't want to soften up. Like, I'm good with how my body looks right now. Like, this physique is the physique I wanted when I started competing. So, now there are things I want to improve on. Like, I want to grow my glutes more. I still want to grow my shoulders more. I want to grow my back more. I mean, really, honestly, all the things you need for a bikini, but they're things I want in general, not for a sport, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I have bread box. I was looking at something. Yeah, so I don't know. I've just been living my life and kind of training how I want to train and doing what I want to do. I'm trying a couple of different training styles also. I'm about to go into a program that I plan on sticking to for at least the next 4 months. So at least the next 16 weeks, I'll be sticking to this. So July, August, September, October. Until the end of October, I'll be rolling through this program. And if I like it, I may just roll through it until the end of the year. So, you know, I've tried a lot of different training styles and training programs. I've done high rep, I've done high volume, I've done low rep, I've done low volume, I've done German volume training, I've done FST7, I've done YT3, I've done dog crap, I've done all of it. I've done programs tailored for figure competitors. I've done programs tailored for wellness competitors. I've done a mix of figure and wellness, like kind of combined. I've done training 6 days a week. I've done training 5 days a week. I've done training 4 days a week, and I've done training 3 days a week. So, now, this is a span over 14 years. Let me just say that. So, I don't really know what I'm planning on doing is still training 4 days a week. And I'm only hitting 5 exercises. And I am going to wear those exercises out. Meaning, I plan on each one going to failure at some way. And pyramiding up in weight. So, day 1 is back, shoulders, and 1 glute movement. So, I have 3 shoulder exercises. 3 back exercises. 1 shoulder, 1 glute. Then I have quads and glutes. So, I'll do leg extension, single leg press, Bulgarian split squat, single leg press, split squat, hip thrust, abductions. Day 3 of training is likely going to be shoulders and glutes. So I have 3 shoulder exercises. 3 or 4 shoulder exercises. I can't remember. We'll have to look at my plan. And 1 glute movement again. And then my final day, day 4, is glutes. So it's kind of glutes and hams. So it's Romanian deadlift, seated leg curl or lying leg curl, whichever one. 45-degree hip extension, thrust and abductions. So, yeah. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I have started doing cardio again. So cardio, I'm doing 4 days a week, 20 minutes, nothing special. I need to see, we've had a rough day yesterday because a previous client of Ryan's that he was working with had left him a month ago, and she had went with another coach, so that's not the thing. But I was working with her wife, and the wife had left me like 2 weeks ago due to like some financial reasons. And Ryan's former client passed away. And it just hit us really hard, and he was really torn up about it. Yeah, it was rough for us. I could only imagine how rough it was for the family. And at times like that, it just puts things into perspective. So he didn't sleep very much. He felt terrible yesterday. He was crying a lot. I was upset. I didn't cry a lot. I had only worked with her on posing last year, and I didn't really have much more contact with her. After that, I had more contact with her wife. So, it just, it sucks. Anyway, I don't know that we'll be training today. Last week I went and trained without Ryan. He took a couple of days off, which he needed, and I have encouraged him to take today off as well. His body responds better when he gets rest and sleep, and he's able to keep weight on. When he doesn't, he just loses weight. So I'm hoping he'll rest today. If he does, I'll probably do it with him because my schedule's a little different this week. Last week, I had so much going on Wednesday, which is normally like my day off. It's usually like Monday, Tuesday, off on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, Sunday. But last week I had so much going on Wednesday and so much going on the weekend that I was like, okay, I just need to go in and train without him. So I trained Monday, Tuesday, took a break on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that was on my old plan. So if we end up not training today, which I hope is the case, I'll train Tuesday. I think what I want to do is train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, break on Friday, and train on Saturday. I have another women's posing class on Saturday, which is looking at like it's going to be another great class, and I'm so excited about it. There's a lot of new people that are signing up, so I'll get to meet like a lot of new people, and that's what I really love. So I've got a big gap in there though, where my clients end at 11 and my class doesn't start till 12:30. So I'm thinking I may possibly be able to get there and train before my posing class. I don't know if I want to do that though. I may just end up training 4 days straight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just kind of see how things go. But that's kind of my thought process right now. Anyway, that's where we're at on that. Life update, not much to give you guys. Rolling along with my businesses, really trying to grow more of my online clientele and my posing and suit stuff rather than one-on-one clients. I've mentioned this before. I'd really love to kind of pull back on my one-on-one clients, and if one leaves, not have to replace them or not look to replace them, or hopefully replace them with an online client, because it's getting more and more stressful on my body per se, like lifting up the weights all day long, because again, all the pieces in my studio except for the cable machine is plate loaded. So I'm having to load plates all day long, and it's tiring. I mean, that's just what it is. It's just tiring. The nonprofit, dude, that thing is all over the place. I'm gonna be for real. It's been way more difficult than I thought it would be. I've talked about this before about how when I was with the other one originally and we started up, how quickly we got our house filled. But again, it was closer to town, like closer to Nashville. A lot of stuff happens closer to Nashville. There's a bus line, and this one we're not near a bus line at all. So dealing with that has been super difficult. Yeah, it's been a lot. Last week we had to kick like 4 people out, and that sucked. So, you know, it's been a rough start for us, but we've made a lot of connections. I made connections with Wilson County. They are wanting to start sending all of their women to us, and they pay for the first 3 weeks worth of rent to kind of help the people get started. So I'm hoping I can really grow that partnership. And we're going to start looking for houses like in Wilson County now. So I think kind of once we get some things going there, it'll be much better. On the family aspect, my dad is not doing well at all. I mean, physically he's in good shape, but mentally he's not. He has been diagnosed with dementia. So, like officially diagnosed. Like we knew it. We didn't have to get a diagnosis to know this. So they started him on medication. The only problem is like getting him to take his medication, because he's convinced he doesn't need medication anymore. He's diabetic. He's convinced he doesn't need his diabetes medicine. we're having to trick him into taking some medicine by telling him it's something else. Yeah, it's a lot, and I need to try to get back home soon, honestly. And then, you know, my parents live with my sister, so my sister has, you know, taken the brunt of the responsibility. And I feel super guilty about that, just to be honest. You know, I know I have a life here, and I can't just pick up and leave. Like, I've built a lot here, and I don't want to do that. You know, I also don't want to bail out on my family, and I'm not going to do that. So it's been a struggle for me to try to manage the stress and the guilt that I'm feeling for that, but also to try to be like, okay, I do need to get back home more often. What does that look like? How can I make that happen? And it may be something to where I just end up having to leave on a Saturday after work, or schedule clients where I have clients early that morning and then leave that morning and stay and come back on Tuesday. So that would have me there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, at least 3 full days, right? So, I don't know, guys. I gotta figure something out, though. But anyway, I don't know if this is gonna end up being a full day of eating on a rest day or a training day. My meal number 1 stays the same regardless, so I am going to try to get a full day of eating for you guys, and if I training. So we'll see. We'll go from there. Okay, guys, so honestly, for the past, I think, I want to say this is going on year 2. I have 2 slices of sourdough. I have upped my food, so I have 3 eggs. I also have 1 slice of turkey bacon, and then I usually put honey, but I put a little bit of 100% natural maple syrup on it. And then I have my coffee, and in it I do have some MCT oil, so that's what you're seeing on top. And this has been pretty much my steady meal number 1, with the exception of the 3 eggs. Normally it has been 2 eggs. So I had a little snack, I guess you could say. So this is from Perfect Portions. It's their protein bites. So this whole thing has about 200 calories in it. I think like 8 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein, something like that. And then I will drink a split as well. So Ryan and I have been getting these, and we absolutely love them. So I'm about to drink one of these. I just ate that. Next meal we have is 6 ounces of plain Greek yogurt with some cinnamon sugar coffee syrup in it. And then I've got 1 cup of just mixed berries. This is blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries. So that is currently meal number 3. We did decide to take a rest day today, so this is food on a rest day. Meal number 4. This is chicken breast cut up. This is a stir-fry vegetable mix that I just get from Walmart. It's Great Value brand. It's delicious. I love it. And then I have cut up some red skin potatoes in here, all of which I have put in a frying pan and tossed together with some Japanese barbecue sauce, hot and spicy. So that's the next meal. The white stuff you see is my yogurt from the last meal. Yes, I reused my bowl, so I have less dishes to do.